Hello students, this is the ICSE Class 9 Pre Boards Maths Sample Paper 2. The name of the school I will not divulge. Let me just tell you that this is not my paper. My students wanted the solution of this paper, and so I am solving this paper. The paper is of 50 marks. The normal pre-boards paper is for 80 marks. But this particular school, because of lockdown, had decided to set the paper on 50 marks. So we have 5 questions. They are 10 marks each, and each one of them is divided into 3 subparts, and these subparts are 3, 3 and 4 marks respectively. Okay, so let us look at our question number 1. The question number 1 says, simplify 7 plus 3 root 5 upon 3 plus root 5 plus 7 minus 3 root 5 upon 3 minus root 5. Now, in order to save on time, I have solved this paper so that I can explain to you how it is to be done, and you can pause the video, solve it, and then play the video once again and then check if you are right or no. So let us come to our first part. So I have written question 1a and I have written the 2 fractions. Now these are comprising of the irrational numbers. So all we'll have to do is take the LCM. So this into this, that is our LCM here. And then we will have this multiplying this numerator. So I have written so. This multiplies this numerator. You know how to take the LCM. I don't have to tell you that. In the denominator, this looks like a plus b and a minus b. So it becomes like a square minus b square. So square of 3 minus square of root 5 is what we have written. And in the numerator, this into this, that is 21. This into this, that is 7 root 5. Then this into this, which is 3 3's 9, 9 root 5 with a plus sign. And this into this will be 3 into root 5 into root 5. Okay, so 3 into root 5 into root 5. So I've written 3 into root 5 square, right? Now 7 into 3 and 7 into root 5. So we write like so. Then minus 3 root 5 into 3. So 3 3 is 9, 9 root 5. And this into this will be minus 3 into root 5 into root 5. That is 3 into root 5 square, right? Now let us say that is equal to, in the denominator, this will be 9 minus 5. And here you will see that minus 7 root 5 and plus 7 root 5 gets cancelled. Then we have plus 9 root 5 and minus root 5, 9 root 5 gets cancelled. And then we have 21 plus 21, yes. Now this becomes your root 5 into root 5 is 5. So 3 into 5 is 15, and this also 3 into 5 is 15. This is minus 15, so minus 30. So it becomes 21 plus 21, that is 42 minus 30. And here it becomes 9 minus root 5 square is 5, so that is 4. So you get 12 upon 4, and that is our root 3, which is our answer. Okay, so if you got that, give yourself a star. Let us look at our B part. Prove that tan 60 plus 1 upon tan 60 minus 1, the bracket square, is equal to 1 plus cos 30 upon 1 minus cos 30. Now, if we have a question which says that prove that LHS is equal to RHS, we will take LHS first, solve it completely, RHS first, solve it completely. We don't take both of them simultaneously together. So let us see how we write it. We have taken LHS, we have written it down. Now we need to know the special angles, that is 0, 30, 45, 60 degrees, and we need to know their sine, cos and tan ratios. That is the basic thing. If you want to know how to remember, I have got 2 videos by which I have explained the shortcuts to remember the standard angles. I will put the link somewhere here on the right hand side. So tan 60 degrees is root 3 plus 1. Tan 60 degrees is root 3 minus 1. Bracket to the power 2. Now it becomes this square upon this square. So in the numerator, root 3 plus 1 whole square, we use the identity a plus b whole square. So it will be a square plus 2ab plus b square. So your root 3 square plus 2 into this, that is 2 into root 3 into 1. and then plus 1 square. In the denominator, a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this square becomes here. the middle term becomes 2 into this, that is minus 2 root 3 plus this square, that is 1 square. Now in the numerator, root 3 square becomes 3. This remains as it is. This becomes 1. Denominator, this becomes 3. This comes as it is down and this becomes 1. Now 3 and 1, 4 plus 2 root 3 upon 4 minus 2 root 3. Now here you will see 2 is a common factor. So 2 into bracket 2 plus root 3 upon 2 into bracket 2 minus root 3, and then we have 2 getting cancelled, and then we'll have 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. After this we can actually rationalize, but I don't want to, because in the RHS I have seen that you'll practically get the same thing, so we don't need to proceed with rationalizing the denominator, and so we'll call this as statement number 1. Now I have written RHS just here to save on the space. So RHS is 1 plus cos 30 degrees upon 1 minus cos 30 degrees. So it becomes 1 plus cos 30 degrees is root 3 upon 2. 1 minus cos 30 becomes root 3 upon 2 here. Now here we will take LCM in the numerator and the denominator. Can you see that? So we write equal to sign and then we write this big numerator denominator line, and then we'll take LCM here 2. So 2 plus root 3, and here it becomes 2, and here it becomes 2 minus root 3. And now because we have fractions, we will write them separately. So this is a numerator and the denominator becomes the reciprocal, and then as we multiply it, then this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. So you have 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. We call that as statement number 2. Now if you look at our two statements, can you see first statement and second statement, isn't it the same? So we say from statement 1 and statement 2, LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved. Now we come to question number 1C. Solve x plus y equal to 2xy and x minus y equal to 6xy. Now these are the simultaneous equations. Let us see how we proceed for these. So we write these two simultaneous equations one below the other. You will see that this plus y and this minus y, if you add the two equations, this y and y gets cancelled, correct? And so you will have 2x equal to, here this gets added 2xy and 6xy, that is 8xy. X and x gets cancelled and you will have y equal to 8 comes here, so it becomes 2 upon 8. So we have 2 1s and 2 4s, that gives us 1 upon 4 as the value of y. Okay, now substitute this y value in equation 1. So x as it is, y is 1 upon 4 equal to 2x as it is, and in place of y we write 1 upon 4. Now 2 1s and 2 2s, so we'll have x upon 2 remaining on the right hand side. Bring this here this side, so x minus x upon 2 is equal to, this goes that side, so it becomes minus 1 upon 4. Now x minus x upon 2 is x upon 2. 1 minus half is half, right? Same way. So x upon 2 is equal to minus 1 upon 4. 2 multiplies here, so x is equal to minus 2 upon 4, which is minus half. So that is our answer. X equal to minus half and y equal to 1/4. Let us come to question number 2a. Kunal lends rupees 25,000 at CI for 3 years. If the rate of interest for first 2 years is 15% per year, and for the third year it is 16%. Calculate the sum Kunal will get at the end of third year. So first thing we have to do is to write the data in our solution. So Kunal is lending rupees 25,000, so that becomes the principal. For 3 years, so time is 3 years, and the rate for first 2 years, that is R1 and R2, are 15% per annum, and R3 is 16% per annum, that is the rate for the third year. Now how much does he get after 3 years? So that is amount after 3 years is question mark. This is what we have to find. So amount is principal into bracket 1 plus R1 upon 100 into 1 plus R2 upon 100 into 1 plus R3 upon 100. Now using this formula will be quicker than finding individually principal for first year, then interest for first year, then amount for first year, that becomes principal for second year, etc. That will be slightly longer method. So I choose to use this formula. Principal is 25,000, R1 is 15, R2 is 15, R3 is 16. So I have substituted this. Then 25,000 into first bracket is 115 upon 100. Second bracket is 115 upon 100. And the third bracket is 116 upon 100. Now we have 3 zeros getting cancelled. So we have 1, 2, 3 zeros getting cancelled. Now we know that 25 ones and 25 fours 100. Now 4 will divide here. So 4 ones. And here it will be 4 twos 8 and 4 nines 36. So we will have 115 into 115 into 29. So we first multiply 115 into 115 means the whole square. So here I have a shortcut to find the squares of numbers ending in 5. I'll put the link out there so that you will know how to find the square numbers ending in 5. So here we will have 25 and 12 into 11 is 132. So 13225. And this will have to be multiplied by 29. So we will multiply by 29. So we have 383525 and this thing is upon 10. So we will have 383525 upon 10. So all we have to do is place the decimal point here. So it will be 38352.50. Now whenever there is rupees and paise, make sure that you write 2 decimal places and this becomes your answer. Let us come to question number 2b. The mean of 1, 7, 5, 3, 4 and 4 is m. So m is the mean of these numbers and the numbers these and p have the mean as m minus 1. So we will have to use the mean formula and get the value of m, and then we will write these ones will have the mean as that m minus 1. So let's see how we write the steps. So our mean formula is sigma x upon n, which is the sum of all these numbers upon how many numbers there were. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 6, so n is equal to 6. Now we add this and that will give us m equal to 24 upon 6, so m is equal to 4. So we got this. Now what we have to do is the second set of numbers we will take to find the mean. So the mean, again, we don't have to repeat this formula. Mean is m minus 1 for these set of numbers including p. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you divide it by 7. The value of m is 4. So 4 minus 1 is equal to, add all this plus p. So you get 17 plus p upon 7. That gives us this as 3. Multiply by 7. So 3 into 7 is equal to 17 plus p. And so p will be equal to 7 3 is 21. Take 17 that side. So 21 minus 17, that is equal to 4. And that is our answer. Question number 2c. In the figure, PQ is equal to QR. So we have PQ equal to QR and PS is perpendicular to SR. Prove that PR square is equal to 2QR into SR. Whenever we have a proof question like this, first thing you have to do is draw the diagram and write the data. So let's see how we write it. In the diagram, we have marked PQ equal to QR and we have shown this 90 degrees. We write what is given. In the diagram, PS is perpendicular to SR and PQ and QR, they are equal. And we have to prove and we write this. Now, when we write the proof, we will make the statements and the reasons the 2 columns. And if you do not know how to proceed, at least write what you know. So statement number 1, write PS perpendicular to SR, which is given. Statement number 2 is PQ equal to QR. Okay, so that is given. Now they are telling us PR square. Now PR square is going to be part of this big triangle and we will use Pythagoras theorem. But we also have the small square which is right triangle PSQ, and in that PQ square will be equal to PS square plus SQ square. Now at least you know that much, right? So whether you know how to get this or no, at least we can write this statement, we can write this statement, and in the small triangle of right triangle PSQ, see that PSQ here, PQ square, which is the hypotenuse opposite 90 degrees, will be equal to PS square plus SQ square. Can you see that? By Pythagoras theorem. So you know how to write that. Then you look at the big triangle. Fine. In the big triangle, PR square will be equal to PS square plus SR square. So we've written just that. Can you see that? So at least these 4 statements you'll be able to write. Now look at this. Where we have to go. They want PR square. So we have here PR square, right? And they have 2QR into SR. Now we have only SR, but we don't have any QR. So look at SR and QR. See, this SR, doesn't it have SQ and QR making it up? And so in place of SR, we could write SQ plus QR. Can you see that? Yeah, you saw that? Yeah. So we have written that as the reason. From the diagram, we will write this. All right. Now all you have to do is just open this bracket like A plus B whole square. So PR square as it is equal to PS square as it is. This square is SQ square. This square is QR square. And the middle term is 2AB, means 2 into this into this. So that is 2 SQ into QR. Okay, so far so good, right? Now look at PS square and SQ square. Look at the diagram, PS square and SQ square. Can you see PS square and SQ square? If you add them, can you see this? Can you see this? So in place of this, we will write PQ square. So there we have written PQ square. So you see that all we are doing is just developing this answer now. So this is PQ square and this will be from statement 3. This as it is to SQ into QR and this as it is. All right. Now in our question, you have QR into SR. So we have here 2 QR into SR, but this is SQ. Can you see that? Yeah. So we need QR. I already have QR here. I already have QR here. But this PQ square is nowhere here. But I know that PQ is equal to QR. So in place of PQ, I'll write QR. Okay. So you see PQ is equal to QR from statement number 2. So we have QR square and here also QR square. So we will write 2 SQ into QR plus 2 QR square. Okay. Why did we write QR? Because there was QR here, right? We needed QR. We didn't need PQ. PQ is nowhere here. I don't want it. Okay. So we have 2 SQ into QR plus 2 QR square. So here we have QR common and 2 also common. So 2 QR into bracket SQ plus QR. Now SQ plus QR, look over here. We can see this diagram. SQ plus QR is SR. Therefore we say PR square is equal to 2QR into SR. And this is from the diagram and we have proved. Got that? Let us look at question 3a. If sec A is equal to root 2, find the value of this. Sec A is 1 upon cos A. So 1 upon cos A is root 2. So cos A becomes 1 upon root 2. And once we know that the special angles, we already have seen how to get the values of the special angles when we know the ratios. So we are going to substitute in this and we are going to solve it. So what I said earlier, the same thing I have written. So 1 upon cos A is root 2. So cos A is 1 upon root 2, which is cos of 45 degrees. So your angle A becomes 45 degrees. So we have written this. Now the given evaluation was for this expression. So we copy this down as it is, and wherever we see A, we will write 45 degrees. Okay. So which is equal to 3 into cot square A becomes cot square 45 degrees plus 2 sine square A means 45 degrees. In the denominator, tan square A means 45 degrees minus cos square A means 45 degrees. Now you should know the values of these special angles, and so 3 into cot of 45 will be 1 upon tan. Tan of 45 is 1, so 1 square plus 2 sine square 45. Sine of 45 is 1 upon root 2. You make the square of this, and then in the denominator tan of 45 is 1, so tan square is 1 square minus cos of 45 is 1 upon root 2. Cos square becomes the square of this, and then we have just 3 into 1 plus 2 into the square of this becomes 1 upon 2. This becomes 1 minus this becomes 1 upon 2. So we have 3 plus this 2 gets cancelled. So we have 1 upon 1 minus half is half. So we get it as 4 multiplied by reciprocal of this means 2 upon 1, that is equal to 8, and that is our answer. In our 3B, we have been given the diagram, and in PQR, it is right angled at Q, and find PQ and QR, where RS is given as 20. This angle is 45 degrees, this is 60 degrees. So we copy the diagram and write all the data, and then let's see how we proceed. So in our diagram, we have written the angles, we've written this as 20, and you will see we have one small right triangle and one big one. So small one is triangle PQR. So we say in right triangle PQR, this is 60 degrees. Now we have to find PQ and QR, which means this PQ upon QR is the tan ratio, sine 60 degrees is PQ upon QR, and so tan 60 degrees is PQ upon QR, and therefore tan 60 degrees, which is root 3, which is equal to PQ upon QR. And so from here you can either say PQ is equal to QR into root 3, or you can say QR comes here and PQ upon root 3. So we have these two possibilities from this. Now, in order to know what we have to continue with, we will go to the second triangle PQS, and we will see in right triangle PQS tan 45 degrees, because we have to find PQ and we have to find QR, and this 20 is given. So we are going to take PQ and QS. PQ upon QS is tan of 45 degrees, and so it becomes PQ upon QS. Tan 45 degrees is 1, PQ as it is, and in place of QS, we will write QR plus 20. Can you see that? It is QR plus RS, right? So RS is 20, we write like this. Now cross multiply. So QR plus 20 is equal to PQ. So to find PQ, so in our equation, I should have PQ. I should not have QR. So I will use QR equal to PQ upon root 3. So in place of this, I'll write PQ upon root 3 plus 20 equal to PQ. And so I'll have PQ minus PQ upon root 3. We take this that side, and this is 20. I'll keep it this side. So basically, instead of taking PQ over here, I'll have PQ upon root 3 minus PQ equal to minus 20. So I'm just making all the quantities positive. Now here PQ is common, and we have 1 minus 1 upon root 3 equal to 20. We have to find PQ, so this we have to take the other side. So we'll need to find the LCM. So LCM is root 3, and then in the numerator we get root 3 minus 1. Can you see that? Now all we have to do is just simplify this. PQ will be equal to take this the other side. So 20 into root 3 upon root 3 minus 1. But now it becomes an irrational denominator, so you rationalize it by multiplying by root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. So after rationalizing, we get 20 root 3 into bracket root 3 plus 1 upon this is a minus b into a plus b. So that will be a square minus b square. Now in the numerator, we make no changes, copy it as it is. And here it is 3 minus 1, which is 2. 2 ones and 2 goes 10 times. So 10 root 3 into bracket root 3 plus 1. Now out here, please remember that if you substitute here 10 into 1.732 as root 3 value, here again you will have 1.732 plus 1. So you will have a 3 place decimal multiplying by a 3 place decimal is going to be a headache. So you open the bracket so that 10 root 3 into root 3 will give us 10 into 3 and 10 root 3 into 1 is 10 root 3. Now 10 into 3 is 30. And 10 root 3 becomes 10 into 1.732, which is the value of root 3. And so we have 30 plus this 0 shifts the decimal, making it 17.32. So 30 plus 17.32 gives us 47.32 units. And that is our first answer where they asked us to find PQ. Now, in order to find QR, I'm using this space. I don't want to waste the space. I don't like to waste the paper. So QR is given as, can you see QR was PQ upon root 3? Yes. So I have written QR is equal to PQ upon root 3. Now PQ, what is the PQ value? Let us look over here. Now we know that PQ came out to be 47.32, but I'm not going to do 47.32 divided by 1.732. That will be too many calculations. I don't want that. So I am going to use this value. Which one? This one. So for PQ, we will say 10 root 3 into bracket root 3 plus 1. The whole thing upon root 3. So we don't have to substitute root 3 value. Root 3 got cancelled and we will have 10 into bracket root 3 value is 1.732 plus 1. That will give us 10 into 2.732. And when you multiply by 10, all you have to do is shift the decimal. So 27.32 units. Why did I write units? Because they did not give me any centimeter or meter. So I can't write it without any unit. So I just say units. All right. So that is our answer 2. So we understood this as well. Let us come to question 3C. The present age of a father is equal to the sum of the ages of his 5 children. 12 years hence, the sum of the ages of his children will be twice the age of the father. So, we have to find the present age of the father, which I'll call as X. Now, if I have father as X, the sum of 5 children will be Y. Okay? Now, 12 years hence, father is going to be equal to X plus 12. Alright, and the sum of the ages of the children, now you can't say A, B, C, D, E because they are taking the sum of the ages of all the children as one quantity. So, ages of 5 children, the sum we will call as Y. Let us see how we proceed. So, I've made the columns here. This is father and the sum of ages of 5 children will be taken together. We have the present ages, that is in years, and age 12 years hence, that will be in years as well. Now father and the sum of all 5 children will be considered as X and Y. Now remember, this is taken as one quantity, okay? So father's present age, let it be X years. Sum of ages of 5 children, let it be y. Now 12 years hence, father obviously will increase by 12 years. But the children, the sum of 5 children will not be y plus 12. It will be each one of them will be increasing their ages by 12 years. So first one increases by 12, second one increases by 12. So in the sum of all the 5 children after 12 years, it will be y plus 60, and this is the important step. Okay? Now, our first line of the question, go back and check. It says that the age of the father is equal to the sum of ages of 5 children at present. So x is equal to y. But if it's a simultaneous equation, we can write it as x minus y equal to 0, and we call it as equation number 1. That is the present age. But age 12 years hence, the sum of all the children is going to be so big, it is going to be twice the father's age. So 12 years hence, the children's ages, the total will be y plus 60, which is equal to twice, means 2 multiplied by age of the father, which is x plus 12. Open the bracket. Y plus 60 is equal to 2x plus 24. So 2x minus y will be equal to 24 going that side, 60 minus 24. That will give us 2x minus y equal to 36. That's our equation 2. We write the two equations one below the other, and we will subtract because minus y and minus y can be cancelled if we change the signs, which means subtracting equation 2 from equation 1. Y got cancelled and we have x minus 2x means minus x equal to minus 36. Minus sign got cancelled, x equal to 36. So present age of the father is 36 years, and that is our answer. We come to question number 4. Write 0.217 with 17 recurring in P upon Q form, means as a rational number. So we've written question 4a, write it in the form P upon Q. So we will call this number as x. So let x equal to 0.2171717, and we will write it as ... Now when we have to convert it into a rational number, we have to make sure that in our decimal there is only recurring decimal. If I multiply this number by 10, I will get 2.171717, and if I multiply by 1000, then it will be 217.171717. So somehow I have to make sure that my decimal part is the same. So if I multiply x by 1000, then the decimal point here will shift by 3 places on the right. So it becomes 217.1717, and we'll call that as equation 1. And if we shift it by 1 place, which means if we multiply by 10, so 10x will be equal to 2.1717. Now when you write this, make sure that your decimal point is one below the other, and this portion and this portion, they should be one below the other. Now if you subtract from 217.1717 this part, then you will have the decimal part getting totally eliminated, and we will have 217 minus 2, that is 215, and here it will become 1000x minus 10x means 990x. What have we done? Equation 1 minus equation 2. So we will have x equal to 215 upon 990. Now when we write it as P upon Q, remember there should be no common factor except 1, which means you have to reduce this. So we will have 5 4s 20 and 5 3s 15, and here we will have 5 1s 5, 5 9s 45, remain 4 and 5 8s. So we will have x equal to 43 upon 198. Now 43 is a prime number. There is only 1 as a common factor. So 0.217 with 17 recurring is 43 upon 198, and we have expressed it as P upon Q, and that is our answer. Question number 4b. The difference between the compound and simple interest on a sum of money deposited for 2 years at 5% per annum is rupees 12. Find the sum of money. So when we have the difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years given, we have the formula CI minus SI for 2 years is equal to P into bracket R upon 100 bracket to the power 2. So we will just use this formula. There is another method also, but that will be slightly longer. So I will not be using it. So I will substitute this as rupees 12. Principal I don't know. Rate is 5%. And bracket to the power 2. So this becomes 1 upon 20 whole square, and here this is 12. Bring this side. So P is equal to 12 into 20 into 20 upon 1 obviously. So we will have principal equal to 12 into 400, which is rupees 4,800, and that is our answer. Question number 4c. Prove that the medians corresponding to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. So the diagram is drawn. We write what is given. So in our given, we say in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. This and this, they are equal. And BQ and CP are the medians, which means P is the midpoint of AB and BQ is the median. So Q becomes the midpoint of AC. So we will just write that. The first statement, we say that AB equal to AC, which is given. Now, if CP is the median, then AP and BP, they are equal. So I'll write AP equal to PB equal to half AB, because CP is the median given. Then BQ also is a median. So AQ and QC. See there? CQ and AQ, they will be equal to half of this whole thing. Why? Because BQ is the median given. Alright? Now tell me, if AB is equal to AC, then half of AB and half of AC will be also equal. And so, because we have to prove that BQ is equal to CP. See, this BQ is here and CP is here. So we have to look at this triangle and this triangle. Now in these two triangles, can you see that CP is the part of the blue triangle and BQ is the part of this yellow triangle. So this blue triangle and the yellow triangle, they should be congruent. So how do I prove as congruent? You see BP and CQ. They are equal because we just finished with that, correct? We know that BC is the common side, and this angle over here and this angle over here. If AB and AC are equal, angles opposite to them are going to be equal. Base angles are equal, correct? Okay, so we say angle ACB is equal to angle ABC because AB and AC are equal and becomes isosceles triangle. So we write over here statement number 1, and let me just shift it like so. So we can still see the diagram, and we will say since angles opposite equal sides are equal. Then we talk about in a triangle PBC, that is PBC, and triangle QCB, we have BC equal to BC, that is the common side. See, I've written the common side. Then angle PBC, which is ABC actually, is equal to ACB angle, which is QCB, the same thing, is equal to QCB, which is the same as ACB. That is your statement number 5. See there, this one. And the 8th statement will say that PB is equal to QC, which was statement number 4. That is here. Can you see that? Yeah, alright. Therefore, triangle PBC, this one, is congruent to QCB, that is this triangle, this one, because of statement 6, 7 and 8 and SAS test for congruency. Therefore, we will have PC equal to QB, which is the same as CP equal to BQ. They are the corresponding sides of the congruent triangles and they are congruent. So we write from statement number 9, which is because of CPCTC, and we have proved that the medians are equal. We come to the last question of the sample paper. Question 5a, the mean of 200 items was 50. Later on it was discovered that 2 items were misread as 92 and 8 instead of 192 and 88. Find the correct mean. So we write the formula for mean, that is sigma x upon n, and there are 200 items. So the mean of 200 items will be sigma x means sum of 200 items upon n means 200. And the mean is 50. So 50 will be equal to sum of 200 items upon 200. So this sum of 200 items will be this into this, that is 10,000. So we understood up to here. Now it was told to us that 2 correct numbers were 192 and 88, but they were misread as 92 and 8. Now the wrong numbers are included here. So the sum of 2 correct numbers, that is 198 plus 88, is 280, and the sum of 2 wrong numbers, that is 92 plus 8, is 100. Now this 100 is included here. What is not included is the difference between the two. So 100 is included, but 180 is yet to be included. So we will write difference between the two sums will be 280 minus 100, which is 180. And so the correct sum of 200 items will be the wrong sum plus 180 degrees, as I told you just a little while ago. So the wrong sum of all the numbers was 10,000. And in that 180 was not included, 100 was included. But the actual sum of the correct numbers 192 and 88 was 280. That means 180 was not added in the wrong sum. So the correct sum becomes this plus this, which is 10180. So the correct mean will be the correct sum of the 200 items upon 200. So that is 10180 upon 200. 0 gets cancelled. Divide by 2. So we have 2 5s, 10, 2 zeros and 2 9s. So 509 upon 10, which is 50.9, and that is the correct mean, which is our answer. Look at our 5b. Evaluate. Sin 50 degrees upon cos 40 degrees, bracket square, plus cos 28 degrees upon sin 62 degrees, bracket square, plus 2 tan square 45 degrees. So we copy this question and now look at this 50 and 40. They add up to 90 degrees. Look at this 28 degrees and 62 degrees. They add up to 90 degrees. So they are complements of each other. So we have to write this 50 degrees as 90 minus 40 degrees. So everything else remains the same, and we are using the property of complementary angles, which says that sin 90 minus A is equal to cos A. Correct? Cos 90 minus A is sin A. Right? So sin 50, in place of that 50 we will write 90 degrees minus 40. See this? 50. 90 minus 40 is 50. Only thing is that we change the format. Keep everything just the same. Now here 28 and 62. This 28 will be written as 90 degrees minus 62. See there? And this as it is. Now change only numerator here and numerator here. Don't change numerator and denominator both. Otherwise you will go in circles. Either change the numerator or the denominator, but don't change both. Now here I've decided to take the numerator as 90 minus theta, and here also I'm writing the numerator, I'm writing as 90 minus theta. So I don't have to change both of them. If I change both of them, I will never get my answer. So sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So this will be cos 40 degrees. This we write as it is, bracket square as it is, plus as it is, cos 90 degrees minus theta becomes sine theta upon this sine theta, bracket square, plus 2 into 1 square. Okay, so that gives us this getting cancelled. So we'll write 1 square. This getting cancelled. So we write 1 square plus 2 into 1 because tan 45 degrees is 1. Okay, so we'll have 1 plus 2, which is 4, and that is our answer. Let us look at 5C. Two stations A and B are 90 kilometers apart. A car starts from A and another car from B at the same time. If they go in the same direction, they meet after 9 hours. And if they go in the opposite directions, they meet after 1/2/7 hour. Find the speed of the cars. So one car will have speed X and the other one will have speed Y. So in order to solve a question like 5C, we need to draw the diagram. So this is station A and this is station B, and they're 90 kilometers apart. Now car A and car B both start in the same direction. So car A starts from A, it will go like so, and let us say they meet at C, and car B will go like so, they are meeting at C, which means that if you consider car A and car B with the same directions, the time for A to go from here to here is 9 hours. So B also is going very slowly and he also takes 9 hours. So time for B also is 9 hours. The speed of A, let us say it is X kilometers per hour, and speed of B, let us say, is Y kilometers per hour. Now distance is equal to speed into time. We have done that even in physics, right? So distance becomes this into this, so that is 9x kilometers. And for distance for the car from B, it will go 9 into y kilometers. The car from A travels more distance than the car from B. So I'll write distance A is greater than distance B. And so distance A, which is 9x, minus distance B, which is 9y, is equal to this distance AB, which is 90. So in our equation, you will see 9 is a common factor. So you divide the whole thing by 9. So we will have x minus y equal to 10, and that's our equation 1. Now if they go in opposite direction, car A will go this way and car B will go this way. And when they meet, they are meeting after 1/2/7 of the hour, which means time for both of them. Now A is going to travel more distance, B is going to travel more distance, because you remember A travels so much distance in the same time as B. So A obviously has more speed, so A will travel more, B will travel less, but the time taken will be the same. So the distance of A and distance of B will be total from here to here, means 90 kilometers. So that is the important step. If you draw the diagram, you will understand. So if we are going in the opposite direction, we are going to have time for A is 1/2/7, which is 9/7, and time for B is 1/2/7, which is the same. Distance for A will be, now the speed of A remains x. So it will be distance equal to speed into time. So 9/7 multiplied by x, that is 9x/7. And the distance for the car from B will be this time multiplied by its speed, which is y. So 9/7 into y kilometers. Now both the distances, as I explained to you a little while ago, will be equal to the distance AB. So distance A means this, plus distance B means this. is equal to distance AB means 90. Can you see 9 upon 7? 9 upon 7 is a common factor. So you divide the whole thing by 9 upon 7. So 9 and 7 will get cancelled, leaving x here. Here 9 and 7 will get cancelled, leaving y here. And here it becomes 90 into 7 upon 9. So 9 ones and 9 tens. So you'll have 70. That is our equation 2. Now, can you see this equation number 1? So we write that equation number 1 here. So x minus y is equal to 10. That's our equation 1. Now y has positive and negative signs. So we will add these and y gets cancelled. So we will have 2x is equal to 70 plus 10, that is 80, giving us x equal to 80 upon 2, which is 40. We substitute x equal to 40 in this equation. So 40 plus y is equal to 70. So y is equal to 70, 40 goes that side, so minus 40, which is equal to 30. So we write the speed of car A is x, which is 40 kmph, see there, and speed of car B is y, which is 30 kmph, and that is our answer. So we have finished the entire paper that was given in this school for class 9 pre-boards maths examination, which just finished actually last month. Now, how you like this paper? Write it in the comment box. Did you like the paper? Did you like the way we solved it? Were you able to understand all the questions? Everything you write nicely. In the meantime, I want you to know that the online course for class 9 and 10 ICSE is in the making. So soon it will be put up and you will be looking out for the instruction regarding that in the description box. In the meantime, I want you to be safe, be healthy, practice all your work nicely, and look out for more sample papers. Okay? Thank you for watching.